Well, that didn't take too long. We just took that Edgewater right on up here, straight on up to come to here. This is the voice of High Servant Mother Doris, founder of I Am Sent Me, builder of the storehouse. This is April the 17th of 2021. This is where we come. Gloria and me are coming in this area we went that way the other time. Let's go this way this time. You can see these trees again. There they are. Gloria and I are going to head out for a wash and get those tires. I'm a wheel kind of woman, kind of lady. How about that? I like to see them wheels looking real nice and shiny. So we'll work on that in just a few. This is that building right here that's right on Davidson. See that? Davidson and Lee Road and all. We did start linking that other old video so you can see how long this building has been. And the for sale has, like we said, the for sale sign has been up on it. It's a pretty decent sized building. It's a good sized building you can branch out of. A lot of open access. Like we showed you before, it was like some type of funding corporation. We put the number out there for you. Really would like to get inside of that building and see what's going on. You can see they moved the dumpster from the last time because at first it was in that area. And we'll show it to you when we come around there again and all. And it's right here. It wasn't there the last time. Last Saturday it was in the in the front. And you can see the signs are still there that have it there for sale. We showed you the pillars. At first there was like some type of for sale sign right here. You can see they've moved that. But you can see, and they have some other sign that looks like it was there, but oh, that's powerful. You know we're going up. Gotta get it. It says think big. That's all we want to see. That's all we want to capture, that think big. And want to get that. That got our attention right there. Think big. So that's what we're talking about. We showed you that up there. See that? I'd like to see and find out how long that roof has been on that. Look at the beautiful trees that just need some love, and look at that. We're not a tree person, but those kind, we don't have an issue with those because they're beautiful when you take care of them. Like I said, this one area here would very interested to see why this side right here I can see more bars. It's like on 1, 2, 3, 4 windows, and it has like 4 bars there. So I'm very interested in seeing what's inside that particular area right there that has the bars on it. But you see it from the last building to here. You see that it's a pretty, like you said, a pretty decent sized building. It definitely is, and it's in gold too at that. And just a beautiful touch-up paint of that same color, and to outline it in white would be beautiful. And you see that. Much bigger. I just would love to get on the inside. His servant would love to get on the inside of that building and see what it looks like. Let's see. I was trying to see how many pillars is on this side, but do see some. And it looks like it does have the same print as, there it is, yes. Yes, it does. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 pillars right there. So that's powerful. Absolutely. So let us do that lap around here and all. And yeah, seems like a quiet neighborhood. I'll say that again, seems like a quiet neighborhood. But that's that building right there on that corner. It's in a very good area. And these are really old stomping grounds of his servant from day one when we first came to Florida. We were, if we weren't on 436, we were on West Colonial. If not West Colonial, then we were right here on Lee Road. And those were like real stomping grounds, of course, you know, out there off of Altamont Springs. So, and I must admit that this area here, and it's a lot going on because you have other connecting parts here. We've seen other places here, and you have them, you know, where, you know, drugs are very obvious. You see it. But overall, there's still good areas. There are areas that you can, little puddle there from the early, I guess, rain. This is at school. You know, people are putting it up. You know, they get it up there. You know, it's private property and to keep off. But, from the overall just view of this area, even if we go all the way back to, just gonna come around this here, even if I go all the way back to his servant, go all the way back to when we first came here around the 98, 1999, and of course we visit this area quite a bit, you know, in passing and doing what we do. And overall, one thing I'm going to check, like we did when we were at 709, and we were, you know, at that building doing what we were doing. And we said we weren't going to go, and we trust the Lord to send someone there, and that would help us, you know, get that building, you see. And you saw everything that happened at that building. If not, we'll put up some videos for you to see it. And you know, one thing led to the next, and the next thing you know, his servant is the caretaker of that building. And where we showed you those 2 ACs in the window, that was just one when we were there. We showed that to you, and it was like, you know, something's there to make that water puddle get there like that. Yeah, something's there. You'd be surprised where sinkholes be at, but it's amazing. Well, let's just use a higher word, alarming. But anyway, I'll put it to you like this, where you saw us at that particular building, and you know, I got my eye on. Sometimes when people see you parked in certain places, but I got my eye, they see Glory Park there. You have to watch people. You understand? They see you parked, and you have to be willing to read them, you know, very carefully. But anyway, you saw us when we were down in that area there. One thing led to another. I want to get that washed. Perhaps that'll be torn down and they can rebuild that and fix that the right way. But that's where that one dumpster was, right over here. That's where that one dumpster that's sitting over there was over here the last time we was here. That sofa's still there, that sofa. Here's when we're going to get back to the earth. Look at that, there's that. And unless there's a dime there. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Did you see that? Okay, look at that now. We'll give back to the earth. Of course, you know, MD don't. We're going to give back to the earth, but there's a quarter, a nickel, and there's a penny. And you was about to hear a servant say, unless there's a dime there, we're just going to give back to the earth. That's our way of giving back to the earth. But then look at here. Kid you not. Look at here. Look at this. Did you see that? Let me go ahead and play with it. Look at that. Now, we could have just walked past there because you saw us. We was like, you know, we went that way before, so let's go this way. So we went that other way. We could have just let this stay here. But the Spirit had His servant to kick it with that foot of MD. And then look what's underneath of it, this. And unless it's a dime there, you know, we're going to leave it right there, give back to the earth. But look at that dime sitting right there. Look at that. Look at that. Here it come. Here it come. Here it come. Dime-olicious. Look at that. Look at that. I remember when we found that first dime, when we started going to that building, and we have it this day. It's in that, it was, at that time, it was the found dimes. It wasn't dime-olicious at that moment. Look at that. Did you see that? Powerful? See, these are powerful encounters. That's what we're talking about. Look at that. It was underneath an orange crush, or whatever that doesn't. It's a peach, and we just left Peachtree. That was where the building is, down on Peachtree, Edgewater and Peachtree, and right underneath of there is that there, and that's 41 cents. Well, you looky. Got that dime-olicious right there on it. Right on it. But so many things started happening, and all of you saw the people that it started with one person seeing him going inside of the building. And, you know, we were like, how is this person getting in there? And so we was very curious to that. Then we found out. And then one thing just led to the next. And the next thing you know, we were the caretaker of that building. And then one day when the Lord had His servant to lift up thine eyes, and we saw that 555 on that building, and we was there, believe it or not. We knew the person that built it. Took him 6 months to build that house right there, and all. And we were just talking and all when he was doing it. When at that time, no one had the building, and he was even interested in it, and he wanted to know what it was we wanted to do with it, and so we just was communicating. And then finally we found out that the person that was trying to sell it didn't even own it. And oh my goodness, it was just so much. That's why I was in so much whole lot of legal things at that moment, but nevertheless, we'll link the videos and you can catch up there. But nevertheless, that's when the Spirit said to His servant, do you want a building, or do you want to take care of a building? And that's where we had to make a decision, you see. And we had to say it and let it be known out of our mouth, you know, we want a building. Lord, His servant desire a building, you understand? And that's the one thing that we haven't done yet. We've had building after building after building, and we've leased. You see, getting a building is no problem, and leasing one is no problem. But because of that Isaiah 60 and 18, that Isaiah 60 and 18, that thing put us in a whole new place in the Spirit. And so we're getting in position. That was the building that was really pushed us to get in position. And so on that wall of I am sent me, that little bop over, you see us getting in position. There's so many paths And we encourage you that even from this video, we encourage you that if you want to fill a box, if you're the one with the $2 million tithe, you understand, just looking for some place to bring it, you know, or anything else you might see on that page that would draw you in the spirit. We are so serious about getting a building for the storehouse. Because once we get that, it's going to be that branch. We're right at that year where it says that Isaiah 60 and 21, we're right there. And although this is our 22nd year of the ministry, we're right there. And we're in that year, the calendar year of 21. And so that brings on Bob 21, which is Isaiah 21. Isaiah 60 and 21. And in Isaiah 60 and 21, it says, thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. And those that give within the arm reach the hug, know the Lord said, I've given you something for the 21st century. And so even though Isaiah was way before my time, the Lord has given me through the Spirit and L-I-G-H-T to bring him to our day. And so we talk so light that even a fool can err. And this, you know, buildings like this, and this is another very powerful building to branch out, just a branch, at least get the branch. And once we can get that branch and that branch begins to grow, then we showed you what was next. And that's found in Isaiah 60 and 14. All right, let me get going, because you know how we can get, and already we've been like, 16 minutes, so there we go. Time to go, 17 minutes. Let's get out of here.